I don't know what happened with the last one. I guess I don't know. My service must have cut off. Like, is there a time limit? Is YouTube trying to like boot me out of YouTube already? I didn't realize there was a time limit today on YouTube. Well, I wonder what the hell they cut me off for. Okay, we're trying this again because I don't know, YouTube must have booted me out or they gave me the boot. They're like, let's cancel this motherfucker. Nah, I don't think that's what it was. I think, you know what I think? I think how everybody tries to make phone calls at midnight, the freaking signals or whatever get crossed and shit like that. That's what I think happened. It must have been that. Or maybe YouTube was just saying like, ya sabes que, let's tell this fool, hey, ya sabes que, fuck this vato. Like, no mames, they try to give me the boot. Yeah. And fools try to boot me out. They were like, we're canceling you. We're canceling Christmas. Happy New Year's. Watts, bro. That's right. Shout out to everybody in Watts. Woohoo! Serio, that did happen the last time though. No quieren que hablemos de pistolas. We're talking about Nerf guns. That is true though. That did happen the last time we were talking about firearms. And you know what? Yeah, you're right. Right when I was talking about that, put the pillowcase in the bag over. I remember saying that in that live too, and then I got canceled. Yeah, you're right. Like, oh, you're giving too many tips. Look, my wife's on. I called her at midnight, and she was like, "Oh no, you did it." I was like, we gotta hop back on. No, but it legitimately did end my shit though. I was like, you know, I wonder if there is something to that. I don't know why the hell I did that though. Oh, bro, I lit off some sick ass fireworks, and I was going to post it on short, but I got to. Who didn't want to let you? YouTube? Why? And on top of it off, I guess I woke up. Hey, mom, she's gonna stab me, bro. Press your life alert. Your life alert. Press your life alert. Oh, what's good? Shout out to all of Dog Patch. You already know Dog Patch is definitely in the building. Woo woo. Tequila for the frio? Serio, huh? Nah, we got the pistol to warm us up. Happy New Year's. Hey, likewise to you too, Max. Change the plans to Spectrum. That's what we have. We have Spectrum. That is there anything else besides Spectrum now? Or is it just all controlled by one ruler now? Because, you know, eventually that is what happens. We mustn't discuss this. It's my kind sir. Like, don't be giving people tips. Like, oh, ain't nobody giving nobody tips or nothing. That was a hit her in the throat. Give her a karate chop. And the Adam's apple. Hiya! Happy New Year to you and yours. Much respects. Hey, likewise to you too, Eddie. AT&T. Oh, you're right. But I would figure AT&T would be expensive though, my boy. We can't afford AT&T, homie. Them vatos te quieren meter el chile sin saliva a la verga. Yeah, YouTube was telling me couldn't record or capture last video. Serio? That's why you have to record it on your device first, and then see. I think that's why that happens because I think it happens because how everybody tries to use the internet at once, it doesn't let them.
You Pokemon menu?
¿Qué?
Wait, what did I say? Pokemon menu.
Oh yeah. Touch it. It gives you a head start. That was it. It gives you a head start. Yeah, YouTube. Wait, YouTube like physically talk to you? No fireworks? Nah, my boy. We ain't gonna be my boy. The last thing I'm gonna do is burn my money. We ain't raised my boy. We from the ghetto, homie. We watch everybody else do the fireworks and we just spectate. No, we don't got feria like that, my boy. Shit. You know, with that feria, I could buy more beer. Nah. We gotta think about the beast, though, my boy. We can't think about the fireworks, my boy. Everybody else, the neighbors are gonna be popping fireworks. You know what I mean? So that money could be used for pisto or other things. I ain't gonna be burning that shit. Shit. Happy New Year's, my boy. 818 all day. 818 is all day.
Happy New Year, my boy.
He said Happy New Year's to all of you. With all of you can get AT&T. No. I don't even get paid for YouTube, my boy. My channel can't get monetized. They be giving me a hard time, my boy. I have to find like ways around all of that. You know what I mean? They be hating on my channel, my boy. Literally, they hate on my channel. I'm not like the rest of these YouTubers. Don't think that I'm these, like the rest of these channels that get paid via. No, that's why you can't do super chats or nothing like that. If you guys haven't noticed when I go live, it doesn't give you that kind of options and stuff like that. When I say they legitly don't like me, my boy, that's not spectating. YouTube legitly, like I'm pretty sure when you guys go on other channels and you go on their lives or whatever, it gives you the option for super chats and stuff like that. Blah 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 blah. It doesn't give that option on mine because YouTube legitly does not like my channel. You know what I mean? And I know this because they send me tons of emails, always trying to give me, some half-ass excuse of why they were trying to flag my video. But I'm not stupid, and I know my California laws and my rights, so I appeal them, fight, and always win. But don't get me wrong, they do sweat me a lot. They don't like it, my boy. They don't like it that I bring logic, that I bring sense, that I'm not just some idiot out there talking reckless. They don't like that. You know what I'm saying? They view me as a threat. Because I call it for what it is, my boy. I don't gotta be bullshitting. It's funny how they try to paint us. They try to paint us as these pieces of crap, when in reality, is a person holding the brush that's a piece of crap. You know what I mean? Fireworks are illegal, but I don't. No, there's some legal ones, my boy. There is legal fireworks. They're not all illegal. Only the ones that go in the air and blow up, because you can blow yourself up. You must video. Your most recent video crossed out the LAPD. Oh, you already know that's how it be going down in the streets, homie. They even be crossing out the LAPD, dog. They give no Fs. Pa' que mires. They want guerra with the policía. They're a gang too. We pop off the to the sky. Oh, save that bullets for the enemigas. Every bullet counts. Every bullet counts. Happy New Year's. Hey, likewise to you too. CRXB20. Real Angeles. You're the Mexican Mr. They straight hating. Serio, they do. I ain't making this shit up. They legitimately do hate on my channel, my boy. You know what I'm saying? They don't like that I bring logical sense to this. That I, bring some. I'm not some fucking mindless fuck, that doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. You know what I mean? Like we've been around the block. Shit, we're not speculating. The other day I saw a video on YouTube and people were yelling "fuck 12" and CNN thought they were mad. I never understood that F12. I get it. It's for the for the Hudas, but I'm saying like why would they be yelling that out? I mean, we can say it all we want, but I mean, it's not gonna change it. It's not gonna change the goddamn thing. Just start telling on people. Nah, I'd rather die first. Than to stoop to those methods. Like, what? The homie wanted to bake, but then it got too hot, so now he's throwing in the glove. It's kind of like saying you turn on a hot bath, but then you don't want to get in it because it's too hot. Like, my boy, you knew you were gonna take a hot bath. I mean, that's what you asked for. That's what you know, well, like what you were doing. So now why don't you want to take it? Because it's too hot. You knew it was gonna be hot. All these fools want to backpedal all the damn time. Like, hey, bro, what the hell's wrong with you? Who else remembers when you cooked them eggs? Ever since that Facebook, Lord tell me, on the algorithm has all the social media. Serio, like these fools, they legitly look like one thing that they did. They removed the thumbs down button, the dislike button. Why? Look, my videos would get thumbs down and stuff like that, but people have the right to dislike a fucking video. You know what I mean? So to take that away, it's like why? Like to give the illusion that the person's not making any mistakes, to make him seem that, let's say he's making a video talking reckless and like how you supposed to show that person that he's wrong and stuff like that. Like people have the right to like or dislike a damn video. You know what I mean? Like the fact that you would take that away is ridiculous, and that's coming from someone that has a channel who would get dislikes. If people really weren't feeling what I was saying, then they have every right to dislike it. You know what I mean? So to take that option away is ridiculous, bro. I agree 100. I'm like, bro, like, los chiquean mucho. You know what I mean? Like, you're not always gonna be right on what you say and shit like that. Like, you shouldn't even see it as something negative. You know what I mean? Like, maybe to go back. Like let's say if they were being legit, whatever. Like, you go back, you review your content, maybe to see if maybe there's some merit to what the person is saying. Maybe you were at wrong. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't hurt to like if people call you out. I never get a weakness like if somebody like views things different than me. You know what I mean? I don't think that I'm like Mr. Know It All and shit like that. You know what I mean? I've been wrong plenty of times, and that's good because then you learn from it, and you only get better like that. You get smarter, you get whatever. But if no one puts you on check, then you think that you're doing something right, but in reality you're doing it the wrong way, but you don't even know because no one's putting you on check. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's stupid. It's like, okay, you're just gonna let them be like fuck up like that. Yeah, I don't agree with a lot of things that everybody be complaining and bitching about. Like that's a problem with nowadays world, that nobody can take criticism, my boy. There's no such thing. Like if you try to criticize somebody, it turns into this big ass, like fucking fiasco. It's like, damn, dog. Like people are over here trying to kill themselves. Happy New Year's, doggy. Hey, likewise. Um, what if Mario talks like a child and the video sucks? Can't hit that dislike because it might cause a burger to go comments. Serio? That shit ain't no joke. But then again, it is the internet, and a lot of people don't know how to behave on the internet. Like a lot of people se pasa de lanza. You know what I mean? Like there's sometimes like some fools like cross the line. Like there's no, and I get it, it's the internet and stuff like that. But still, as a like fuck, like like you gotta respect some boundaries. You know what I mean? Like how you gonna be insulting a man's children or his spouse or some shit like that? Like you get what I'm saying? Like what? Why in your right mind will make you go and insult somebody's child for like what is going on in your head? See, that's the thing that intrigues me. Those people, I would like to dissect their brains and get a feel of why they do what they do. Especially me, that that I study human behavior and the psychology and stuff like that. That stuff intrigues me. Like it's not so much that like fuck this motherfucker, I'll kick his ass. It's like I wonder why he thinks like that. I wonder why he thought that was something that was okay to do, and the whole overall mind state behind that. Because I know that there has to be something that's there. There has to be a reason why they felt that there was a need to insult the person's like baby or child or you know what I'm saying? Like I wonder, like what went off course lead this person to think that kind of behavior is okay. It's actually quite intriguing. A lot of folks get hella brave online. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. But see, that shouldn't bother people though, because you already know they're getting like that online. That they're not like gonna be like that in real life. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, like people shouldn't like me. I get all kinds of shit being told to me, but it never phases me. I don't know if you guys noticed. I never did no video beefs or no blah 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 blah. Because why is it gonna bother me? They could say whatever they want. I'm gay, bitch boys, this fool likes this fool likes men. What, they can say whatever the hell they want. If I know it's not true, then it's irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? Like why argue? Why make a video talking shit back? Like why try to prove my case? Prove my case to what? Like all that shit's fake. So why do I have to prove my case? You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't count if they don't say it to my face. So it's irrelevant. You're literally gonna get mad over nothing and entertain it for nothing. Like it's all a waste of time, my boy. You know what I mean? I think people are worried that their credibility is in jeopardy, right? That now people might see them not with it or whatever. And they're like, what does their opinion of you matter? If you know you're with it, then why is this bothering you? You know what I mean? You should already know that what you're about, and your people that are around you should know what you're about. You're only gonna take offense if you feel like it's in jeopardy because people still question your your credibility. You know what I mean? If you feel that people have been questioning or have some reason of why to question that. But if you know that there's nothing there, then all of this shit shouldn't even faze you. You know what I mean? Because those who roll with you should already know what you about, and and all that. So all of that shit is dumb.
You don't get to round stuff.
You should do a part 2 of the city of God. Serio? Well, they're all gonna get their own different versions of it. I have a question for you, Shadow. Real talk. What advice can you tell me on how to make my channel grow, and your thoughts on what kind of videos YouTube like? See, you get the YouTube app. The YouTube app shows you what kind of videos people want to see. Now, I'm the wrong person to ask about this because I do everything that the YouTube app tells me to do. I do the opposite of it. Because what the YouTube app is telling you to do, my boy, goes up against all my morals. Clickbaiting. I don't like to clickbait, but that would help your channel. The latest gossip, right? Like what people are, gossiping about right now, speaking about it, giving your opinions on that. That's another thing that goes against my morals, like getting in other people's business. So my channel grows slow because I don't do the shenanigans that everybody else does. With no disrespect to no other YouTube channels. It's just that I have my morals, and I understand that these people, it's entertainment, and that's fine. You know what I mean? It's just that I don't see that behavior. Cool. So even though people are telling me like, oh, if you do videos like that, your channel will blow up and you'll get views and everything like that. Like, yeah, but see, at what cost? Going up against everything that I grew up knowing, that all my morals, and now teaching people that this behavior is okay when I know that it's not. At what price? You know what I mean? Like, no, I'd rather my channel go slowly, whatever. As long as my videos, so one or two people out there enjoy it, then the video did its purpose. You get what I'm saying? So it's like,
You guys both get one.
you get what I mean? It's like I'm not in it for like, oh, how many? You know what I mean? But yeah, you would literally have to be acting like probably everything that of something that you dislike. You would have to kind of be like gossiping and getting into people's businesses and stuff like that, because people want to hear gossip and drama. Honestly, they do. The sad reality of it. Like people like all that drama world and stuff like that. That's why a lot of videos that talk about peace and stuff like that get a bunch of views and stuff like that. When it's something positive, it hardly gets any views at all. Like, for example, people come and complain about my channel all the time, talking about, why don't you make positive videos? Why don't you make content talking about this and that? And it's like, well, first of all, you're full of shit, because if you actually watch my channel, you will know I have a shitload of videos like that talking about positivity. The thing is that nobody watches them. They only get a little bit of views. You get what I'm saying? But they're there, you know what I mean? But people just don't want to hear that shit, you know? But I still make them regardless because as long as one or two people view it and it maybe help them better understand the situation, that was the purpose of that video. It's never for how many views I can get or likes. If that would be the case, then I would have ended my channel a long time ago because I can't get paid for this shit either way. You get what I mean? That's why you guys can't give super chats. So this shit would have been canceled since like that. That should already let you know I'm not in it for the views. I'm not in it for this. I'm here to speak on it because it's something that I feel like needs to be spoken on. You know what I mean? You get what I mean? But there's a lot of people that just want views and likes and they just want fame. Just stay true to your fundamentals, my boy. You know, like stay true to keep it real, my boy. As long as you keep it real, eventually people will see all these trickeries of everybody else and they'll stick to you. You know what I'm saying? Being righteous is a slower way to reach the top. But I guarantee you, once you reach the top, you'll never fall. Compared to somebody who pulls out all these mamadas, they reach the top faster. But then people start seeing that they're snakes, they're fakes, and all this and that. And then it's only a matter of time before they get exposed and they fucking fall off. You know what I mean? Because now nobody takes them fucking serious for anything. So although they reach the top, it's only temporarily, my boy. They'll see. They'll fall. I guarantee you. It always happens. A lie is only a ticking time bomb, my boy. It's only a matter of time before the truth comes out, homie. And it is. Well, I mean, I just making mostly my game channel work. Or record. Hey, you know what, my boy? If you want email, get at me to my email, and I'll show you what's up. I'll teach you like ways on how to do all kinds of stuff. Don't even trip, my boy. You know I got you. Hey, what are you guys doing? Some phony said Norteños ran me out of Richmond and literally couldn't stop laughing. My boy, you know people are always gonna make up all kinds of crazy stories. And when I go live, like I will play the game missions and leave. Their reviewers tell me probably get me. I'm telling you, like I could help you with all of that. Prison is overrated. Like me, for example, when it comes to prison, I never talk about prison on my channel. First of all, my channel is not a prison channel. I hope everyone does realize that. I hope everyone does understand that my channel is not a prison channel. I'm not a prison channel. I actually get mad when people say I'm a prison channel because I'm the opposite. Never once have you seen me make a video talk about anything prison related. I don't talk about prison. One. What is there to know? All you need to know is you don't want to be in there, my boy. It's not, you know? That's all you need to know, my boy, that you just don't want to be in there. Plain and simple. Bam. Two, homies aren't even allowed to discuss, you know, what happens in there either way. That I could tell you is a fact. You know what I mean? We're not allowed to talk about what happens in there. That's against the code, so we're not even allowed to speak about shit that happens in there. So if you are hearing stories and stuff like that, they're most likely, you know, probably not, you know, up to times or probably fabricated. You know what I'm saying? And if it is coming from somebody, I mean, that person's probably, you know, no longer, you know, a righteous individual. Because I guarantee you, if you're still programming, my boy, you're not going to be speaking about it. That I can guarantee you. As a reason why I don't talk about it. You know what I mean? Because if I started talking about that shit, I'm gonna get a few phone calls from my homies, my boy, and they're gonna ask me like what the fuck's going on. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it works. You know what I'm saying? You don't think that you could just make and it's gonna be all, you know, if you're a functioning homie that is gonna be all fine and dandy. No, my boy, they're gonna, you know, you're eventually gonna get them phone calls and they're gonna want to know like what's up with that? Like what's up with you? You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. People think that homies get to do whatever the fuck they want. No, they don't. It's ridiculous. You know, people just don't get it. You know? That's how you know if a homie's out there talking about it. He's most likely not. He's not programming with his camaradas, my boy. And if he's not programming with his camaradas, then he most likely doesn't know what's happening. And if he doesn't know what's happening, then how could he give you knowledge on what's happening? Oh yeah, my mortals are right here with their cousins, so we got the zoo. I ain't been to prison, but I know there's nothing to fuck around with. That's it. Yeah, that's the truth about it, my boy. You see, you can talk about the streets. They don't care about the streets. You can say whatever the hell you want about the streets. You know, you can talk about the streets all day. But as soon as you start talking about something that might affect how they work their program, even if you're talking about just your experiences, you're still giving game on how you guys do and conduct, you know, pass messages or get contraband in and out or whatever techniques you're using are techniques that they're still using till right now. So now, you know, you're burning the techniques out, you know, so now, you know, now you're affecting on how they conduct themselves, my boy, you know, and they're not gonna like that. You know what I mean? See, out here you can talk about whatever, you know, they're not out here, they don't live out here, dog, so they don't give a fuck about it, you know, out here. That doesn't affect them, so they can give two fucks less. But then if you start talking about stuff that now is gonna affect them, my boy, they are not gonna be happy about it, my boy, and they're gonna make sure that you're aware that they're not happy about it. Should bud still be illegal? What's your opinion? No, it's a herbal substance, not a drug. If people really view marijuana as a drug, then my boy, then CVS and all these pharmaceutical companies, oh my boy, then all of that should be illegal. Because that could kill you. It's addicting and all of that. And there's questions for all of it. You know what I mean? But see, that's the funny part with America, the hypocrisy. You know, they get to like pick and choose what they want to view right and wrong, just because they don't understand something. And that's a problem with you know, most of the time, like how America views their subjects is that they don't really have no knowledge on it, and they already want to voice their opinion on something, right? Just because a few people say, you know, this and that with no research behind it. You know, they're just literally talking out of their asses. But that's the problem when nowadays people don't bother to look up the research behind it, and they just repeat what people say and think that they're spitting facts, and it's not. You know what I mean? That's why I've been asking for a lot of advice. Plus, I need to really. Hey, my boy, then I'll play you online. We'll play online, and we'll upload it onto your channel. We'll go one-on-ones. Beat you. If I have 5 bottles in one hand and 6 in the other, what do I have? Students drinking. I have a drinking problem. Oh yeah, but well, yeah, it's an herbal substance. It goes out of the ground. You know what I mean? YouTube held me back right now. No, I knew I was about to get a hip abuse. Serio, my boy. Welcome to the world. Hey, I hope you're ready, my boy. You're about to. Ooh, especially when you're first starting, my boy. You're gonna get fools saying that you're gay, that they punked you at McDonald's. Oh, you're gonna get some crazy shit, my boy. You'll be surprised what crazy stories people could invent. It's like, it's like, man, like y'all really got nothing better to do. Feliz Año Nuevos a todos. Press the like button. That's right. Hey, when you guys come on, make sure you subscribe and make sure you guys do press the like button, because since YouTube be hating on me, the more likes I get, the more they throw me into the algorithm. So the more my channel gets thrown out there. The less likes, the less chance they're gonna throw me out there. So I would appreciate if you guys hit the likes. 4 channels, my boy, but you can't have it all you. Must be a. I don't know, bro. I tried to press the record like 3 It was malfunctioning. As a human, everyone should know we will be hypocrites. Yes, like me, for example. What I preach is not how I live. But this is the life that I have already chosen. Like I said, the gangster life is a life that's also full of a lot of hypocrisy, because a lot of stuff doesn't make sense. But it was designed that way. It wasn't made to make sense. Haha, welcome to La Vida Loca. But to be honest, now I remember I was testing out the shorts. other day, and the way it looks right now when I was trying to record the video was different. So maybe. Yeah, it's the pina colada, my boy. It's finally starting to hit you. Any good tattoo spots that do portraits? Nah, that I know of. I have a homie from my neighborhood, but it's kind of pricey. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of people that get down in artwork. I wouldn't know. I got all my stuff, in the streets, in the street life. Yeah, already know. Inside and out. I'm down shadow, but what game you got again? I got every game. Literally. Nah, literally, I have like so many games. It would probably be easier naming the games that you have, and I probably have them. Because we literally have like more than like 60 games for the PS4. Hey! What are you guys throwing mouse pillows for? Knock it off. You guys stop. What? Ooh. I'm gonna tell mom that you guys are using her pillows. But I'm down. Like, do you have any fighting games? What fighting games do you have? So we could do that, or sports. We could do sports. Do you have any sports ones? Cause I have a shitload of sports and fighting ones. You know what I mean? Are you coding letters? Buenas noches. Hey, buenas noches to you too, my boy. Or do you have a lot of games? Ever tried to cast for a movie? Nah, I'm not much of a I don't really like the spotlights like that. No. I'm not too fond of movies because they're fictional. Like me, for example, I'm not much of a movie person, but I love documentaries, right? Because a movie to me is fictional, it's fake, so it's not real, so it doesn't interest me, right? It's somebody's imagination and stuff like that. So it doesn't interest me. But like a documentary, right? When we're talking about the life of a serial killer or like real events that happen, see, that intrigues me because it's something that's real, something that really did happen. Because reality is always going to be more fascinating to me than fictional. To me, it's a lie. I've never been fond of lies. I don't like lies. You know what I mean? I don't like made up stuff. It's just the way I've always been. I don't know. I'll just put that in my description on my channel so they won't have nothing to say. I'll put, welcome to my channel. I'm gay. Yes, I wear women's clothes. And yes, that was me on. Yeah, I think like that, my boy, you got it in the bag. Like that, they'll be like, well, you pretty much covered it all. Is the fact that they get joy out of bringing misery to others. That's the intriguing part. Like what led to that behavior, though? Honestly, if you get into the mentality of a troll, it's kind of messed up. You know what I mean? Like you shouldn't actually talk shit to that person because that person's already been through a lot. he already has enough problems as it is. I had a pineapple michelada today, and that shit was hella good. What kind? Was it Estrella Jalisco? I know they have some. They make a lot actually too. There's even tamarindo con chile. Any tattoos coming soon. Oh yeah. The reason I haven't released none of those recently though is because I had appealed one of the videos that they flagged, so I was waiting for them. I was waiting for it to finally get approved before I started uploading more of those kind of videos because like I said, it's a constant battle with YouTube and their because then they'd be like, oh, it's like you're how could I say? They're saying like it's kind of like you're glorifying it, and it's like, how the hell is that glorifying? Like it's bringing awareness. Like you don't say nothing about like when they're teaching kids about Nazis and swastikas and everything like that. Is that glorifying it? You know what I mean? Like, are you glorifying the Nazi party? You're teaching them in schools about it. So is that talking about it is glorifying it now? Okay, so why are we learning about the Talibans and the Nazis and all of that? That's something that's bad. That's some people that commit crimes against humanity and stuff like that. So why are we learning about that in school then? Is that glorifying it? Are you glorifying? Because they're saying that they were ruthless. They conquered. They were very dangerous. They killed by the masses. So what? That's glorifying it. Because when you're being taught that in school, that's how they're putting it. You know what I mean? So it's like, is that glorifying it? See, it's funny what America wants to pick and choose what they view as bad and good. You know what I mean? When I say the hypocrisy is deep, the hypocrisy goes real deep. You know what I mean? It's like there's literally no difference. You know what I mean? What if an individual had a channel where all he and she did was fart and that's it? Well, I guarantee you that they'll have a lot of subscribers. Just on the simple fact of why not? You know what I mean? Hey, do you own any guns? No, I don't. I don't own no fire. I own no weapons, as a matter of fact, at all. Not even a butter knife. Nah, I know nothing about weapons, my boy. Nice try though. You could play Pancho Villa. Why can't I be Zapata? My boy, why can't I be Zapata? Why do I have to be Pancho Villa? Why do I gotta be the chubby one? I could be medio Zapata, my boy. You don't think so? Mira. No? Maybe? Wait. No, was he guapo? Which one was the better looking one of them? If Pancho Villa was more good looking than Zapata, then I could be Pancho Villa. That's just my opinion on it. Strike a pose. The type of content. So far, I only have GTA 5, M.O.D, but I think once I sign up. That's it? You only got 2 games, my boy? No mames. Serio? How you say you like gaming, my boy? You can't like gaming and only have 2 games, my boy. Documentary or channel coming soon on Netflix. Imagine serio, huh? Coming out of the land. What if an individual had Feliz? Hey, likewise to you too, my boy. Do you have a lot of drug dealers in your neighborhood? Nah, we have no drug dealers whatsoever, my boy. We go to church, homie. Come on now. We know nothing about where to buy, contraband or none of that. So we wouldn't know. We have no knowledge of none of that. And there goes the light. Serio. Feliz año. Bassett. That's right. Shout out to Bassett. Puro Puente. That's right. Shout out to all the Puente out there representing. Whoa. But hey, I'm telling you. That was like, do you have a lot of drug dealers in your head? Do you have any gang members who sell drugs in your area or in general? No. Not at all. You know that all of this is not gonna work, right? Mentality insane. Nice try though. At least you're kind of trying. Sort of, not really. Only good dealers, motherfuckers say the sugar. Serio. Well, actually, that's not true because law enforcement. First of all, law enforcement is trained way better. That's one thing that people say. One thing that I seen some channels say is this sounds like a cop. First of all, a cop wouldn't be asking you blunt forwardly on social media these kind of questions. You know what I mean? Believe it or not, those motherfuckers are slick. You know what I mean? If they really want to try to get info out of you, my boy, they'll put in some real effort. You know what I mean? You've seen it. There's been informant that people didn't even know these guys were undercover. You know what I mean? Let's give the law enforcement a little bit of credit, my boy. Like, I mean, if they're really trying to get you, I mean, they're gonna come with some tactics. They're not gonna come straight forward with some mamada like. You know what I mean? They're not gonna be saying it just like that. We gotta give them a little bit more credit too. You know what I'm saying? They're not lazy like that. Question: what are your major signs in girls is cheating? Is one not letting me check her phone and she's saying this? Look, my boy, I'll tell you like this. And this goes. Hey, knock it off. I'll tell you like this. This goes for both sides. If you ask your spouse, like let's say randomly, they're walking past you randomly. If you ask them, let me see your phone, and if they don't give the phone up like that, like en caliente, like that, like here, my boy, then you should be concerned. You know what I'm saying? Like you should be concerned. That goes for males and females. If you can't cough up your phone on the spot like that en caliente, my boy, then lie to you as much as you want in your head. Oh, maybe it's this. Oh, maybe she's waiting for a call. Lie all you want, my boy, to yourself. But I could tell you, I'm here to tell you that you should be concerned. Then there's something most likely there. 100. That's not conspiracy. It's not, we should have trust in each other. It's none of that, my boy. Those are all excuses. It's all irrelevant. All excuses. All of that. They can say whatever the hell they want. There should be no reason why you can't cough up your phone on the spot. That goes for males and females. You know what I mean? And you can't even complain that they caught you or anything on the spot, my boy. If you want to play those games, then be prepared to handle the consequences, homie. You know what I mean? Not that weakness. You had no problem, playing all those shitty games. Then you should have no problem dealing with the consequences, homie. I mean, because they were always a factor. There was always a chance. So forget about it. You know what I mean? But that's just my opinion on it. Basically, writing with a window down, yelling, "I need droga." I'll have a good night. And from the 801, hey, likewise to you too. This fool is not. He's all. He's just looking for a conecta. I just subscribed. Where are you located at? In Southgate, the city of Southgate. I'm from the San Fernando Valley, but I'm located in the city of Southgate. Southgate is the city close to like Huntington Park and Bell Gardens and Maywood and all those cities. So here in Los Angeles, pay attention to the little things, and you will uncover the whole truth. Trust me. Yes, that is true. Con mucho respeto, give a shout out to Orange County. Shout out to all of Orange County, my boy. You know that shit's a must. Shout out to the whole condado of Naranja. Don't eat this up. That's not how I'm gonna. Yo, hey, what's good with your sneaky beanie? Oh, all right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am out because I gotta go use the restroom, my boy. I ain't even lying, dog. I've been holding this shit in, dog. Yeah, go.